So this is a 2005 Toyota Sienna with a 3MZ FE 3.3 liter V6 motor. And these are fantastic motors if you can still find them. This one's 20 years old. We just bought it this January of 2025. It's had 137,000 miles. So if you can find one that was well taken care of with low miles, and low miles is anything under 150,000 miles in my book, they are going to be a fantastic vehicle. We have another 2006 that's got 265,000 miles on it. We've had it for 19 years. Been a fantastic vehicle. We bought it new with 2,400 miles. But they're reliable, they're bulletproof, but they do have a few quirks. And so one of the routine maintenance quirks is changing spark plugs. And this is the first time it's ever been done in this vehicle at 138,000 miles. The previous owners have never done this. So the most frustrating part for most people is taking out the intake plenum. And everything else comes off really easy. Use what power tools you've got. I mean, it's pretty basic stuff to get that all off. But once you get to the intake plenum, there's a couple areas that hold most people up. There's a bracket here, and this bolts directly to the plenum with a 12 millimeter nut, or a 12 millimeter bolt coming in this direction. And then this side right here, is a 10 millimeter nut that holds this bracket and line in place. And then there's a 14 millimeter right here that also comes through between this direction from the firewall. And so here you can see that is just a little stud, and so that's where the 10 millimeter nut comes off between there and the firewall. And so those are the areas that are problematic. And so what I've always used to get those off, and they come off really fast, you just have to wedge your hands in here and use two hands. So this is just a 10 millimeter straight ratcheting wrench. And I just come in from the top, use my other hand to feed it on the nut, and you just ratchet down and it'll come right off. Same thing with the 14 millimeter. After that 10 millimeter nut is off, you'll have just enough room to come in here, ratchet off. And same thing, you got a ton of room now with this one open, and you just come in and ratchet that one off. And then the same is true reversing that back in. But you don't need anything special. If you've got a swivel ratchet, even better. But that is all I've ever used to take those off, and it comes off in about 10 minutes. And it makes this job much more easy, knowing that those are right there. But those are the areas that give people grief. And I think that's my tip on how to make the spark plug process go much faster. Thanks.